This is a live look at David Booth Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas. It's the Houston Cougars and the Kansas Jayhawks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will go to work first. And now we take a look at Nick McMillan. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays. Looking for a gap, it's Edwards. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. Quick spin on the ride. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Jayhawks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Powers inside. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Cougars offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David.
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Holds on, it's Hughes. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Cougars have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. You're probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Quarterback keep. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. You get down in the red zone, and then you have a couple of plays like this offense has just put out there. This can absolutely ruin your day. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes the Houston offense once again. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll try the counter. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Going to take a shot. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Holly, what do you have?
Guys, here on the Jayhawks sideline, we are seeing history here today. The running back has continued to run strong today, and now he is the program's single-season leader. The sideline immediately went up in arms, yelling, screaming. They are so excited for their running back, and they will continue to ride his energy here today as he makes more school history. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. At the 35, he's got room. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense. But through the air, like not on the ground right now, they're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage. And right now, it's all through the air.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Long way to go on 2nd down. On the move, it's Edwards. Inside the 40. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Here's a little room there. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, it's Edwards. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mark Chunk Jayhawk.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So an 82-yard drive there, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quick completion on the out route. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Finds a tight end. Breaks into the open.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Quick give. It's Hughes. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Keeps it looking for the edge. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And tell you what, watching Houston a year ago, man, they really did a great job on defense. And then when the run game was going and Connor Wigman throwing in the running game, they really could take off and play good games. Now, bringing in Hughes from Oregon, they're hoping to get now that 1-2 punch with Wegman, Palmer, that can get this offense to the next level.
You really do have to be impressed with head coach Willie Fritz and the job he's doing here in the portal, trying to bolster what he already has established. You mentioned the defense and you mentioned quarterback, but you know he wants to be physical. He wants to run the football. Mekhi Hughes is a guy that can help them do that, and so it's going to be really interesting to watch this Cougars offense this year as they try and navigate the Big 12.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Back's got it on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Houston will be forced to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They'll run him again. Crosses the 30. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Past the 40. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Right back to it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Jayhawks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, it's Edwards. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Gets the back moving. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. 2nd and long here. Motion from the wide receiver. Hits inside. It's Thurman. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
And the Jayhawks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Timeout, Houston, their 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their 1st. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Who can be the most physical team? That's what I love about this offense. Back-to-back plays, make no bones about it. They trusted their offensive line. They're going to run the football, and the defense couldn't answer.
That's what I like the best about that play call, David. It's just the patience, right? You're going to stick to the run. Yeah, you got stopped earlier, but you're trusting this offensive line to get the push necessary, and your running back to find a tiny crease to get into the end zone. So being physical down here at this area of the field, so important. Nice play call as well to stick with.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half. They do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Sells to run, looking to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Wigman. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll set up to throw. Rush is on. It's dropped after taking the hit.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to surge it in. He's not going to get there. The defense with sure tackling to stop him a few yards short. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the back. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Open space at the 25. There he goes. Crosses midfield. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 15 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Buckeyes who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. They finished their season unbeaten, 12-0 on the year. What a performance by that group. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game in Lawrence. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
The Kansas head coach told me at the half he is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking to throw, it's Quegman. Out wide right, it's Walker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. The run inside. It's Hughes. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Drops back on first down. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance. They don't need a bunch on second down. On the run, it's Hughes. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Lets it develop. It's Hughes.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on fourth down. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Got a little grass. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Back to pass, it's Wigman. Here comes the heat. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. So 3 previous red zone trips and 3 points. That's not efficient. They'd like to get it in the end zone this time. The play fake. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Fit it in the window for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Wide receiver going in motion. On the ground, it's Dupree. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Left side, it's Dupree. Oh, he's got some space. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Grabbed behind the line, it's Pickett. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Caught, and he's got room. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Motion from the back. Running inside. It's Edwards. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Right side, it's Pickett. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He goes down after short return, but what a play to get the football back. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. With the draw, it's Hughes. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw, it's Wegman. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. The throw. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. And the Jayhawks are threatening in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Running the red zone. It's Edwards. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Quarterback signaling to his guys. A first down run in the red zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Jayhawks. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. Straight ahead, it's Hughes. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in from the Kansas sideline. There is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. But the big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The give as they work on that clock. Timeout Houston, their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And we'll see if this is an issue the rest of the way. They have no way to stop the clock. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Back to pass, it's Wigman. Look out! Good job just to get rid of that one.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go.
He smashes his way through again. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense.
He lets it fly. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Houston wants to play fast.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
2nd down, gonna throw it. The screen, and watch out. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. He'll throw it. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
2nd down, gonna throw it. They get to him as he throws.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. It's very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Right back to the well. Defense all over it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Kansas.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Keeping his eyes downfield. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.